Hello gamers, welcome to the stream, happy Sunday. Hello, hello. If I sound like garbage, it's because I'm sick. Because literally everybody is sick right now and it's awful, but we're gonna do our best. Hello gamers, welcome, welcome. I'm gonna try to keep my voice up. I know I'm speaking quite low, unfortunately. Like when I get sick I just sound like total butt, but you know what, it's okay. Hello guys, welcome. It's gonna be a pretty short stream because of my physical state, but we're just gonna do a little bit of writing today, and our lovely YouTube members have voted on what we're gonna write, and I'm really excited about these. I think you guys will enjoy it. And I have some cool announcements today too, so that'll be fun. I'm gonna make the most of it. We're gonna listen to some Animal Crossing kind of snow vibes, because it is becoming winter, and I'm very eager about this. One of my favorite seasons, so yay! Oh boy, my cat is already here to cause problems. Bibby, come on. You wanna come say hi? Oh, don't hit the microphone, no! I'm sorry. Okay, here. I will show you what chaos is happening. Hello, I am Hawley, otherwise known as PetPyves, and this is my cat, Indiana Jones. You can't really see him. He's just perfectly out of the frame. But I am the creator of Persona Project 12 and Origins Brightside, and many more future projects. I'm an animator, I'm a gamer, I'm a variety channel, and I make cool merch, like the one that I'm wearing right now, which says, sorry Pippi, cringe is cool. Topic of the week, if you've seen the most recent episode of Persona Project, you know how I feel about cringe. To be cringe is to be free. And so we're going with, very, very wholesome vibes today with my cat, and we're just gonna write some Persona Project, and it'll be really nice. It'll be very chill, as long as Bibby behaves. My cat is orange, so yeah. We're gonna see how my computer handles all of this. My computer hasn't been doing well. I'm getting a new one. So we'll see. If there's any bugs, I do apologize. If you want to submit some fan art like the fan art you see up here, there's a link in the description that's always active even after the stream is turned off. You can submit it at any time. And if you want to donate, there's a lovely little Peeves over there holding a bowl. He's catching all my french fries and dino nuggets. If you want to donate, you can do super chat or the link in the description, whatever you're most comfortable with. It's all very appreciated. Goes to supporting me in my never-ending illness. Let's go. So yeah, guys. Oh, thank you, Tyler, right off the bat. Thank you. Let's go, dude. Oh, the thing is lagging. There we go.
Don't worry, Holly. I got you. Giant hand reaches out and glides you to the site's cleaning room. Brought back all squeaky clean with a lollipop and fries money.
You know what? I do need that. I do need that SpongeBob treatment. I need the realistic hand to come over and just take me away. Thank you, Tyler. That's so funny. I hope you feel better too, dude. I know you've been sick too. Everybody I know has been sick, and it's just... If you are sick right now, I hope you feel better, because what the hell is going on? Oh, my voice is cracking a lot. I will be answering some Q&A while we write some special episodes and stuff. And that'll be kind of what we're doing today. If you see some really cute little... I like to decorate my documents. I get this question quite a bit about what I use to write on, and this is just Google Docs. I just use Google Docs because it's easy to share with others in case I need collaboration and stuff like that. Oh, thank you, Mal. Thank you for the donut.
Parker probably shouldn't be eating marshmallows if he's sick.
No.
Sugar gives me headaches when I'm sick. So, Parker cold medicine money.
Oh. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Realizing I haven't taken my medicine yet today. Thanks for reminding me. Being autistic means I am not in my body, y'all. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm just like, yeah, I think I'm sick. And then I'm like, definitely very sick. Yeah. But yeah, this mystery cold is everywhere. You're absolutely right. Piece of chain brick. Yeah. But yeah, I decorate my little pages in Google Docs, and there's a mode that's called Pageless, and I like that a lot because it lets you make little drop-down menus with like headings and stuff. And I like to keep my stuff like extremely organized. And if you see cute little decor, I grab that stuff from websites like DeviantArt that have little blinkies and like cute little page decorations, because I'm from the age of DeviantArt where you would like decorate stuff, and I love that. So I have a link in like right here to the artist that made all the cute little page blinkies. Their name is Sugary Stardust with a hyphen in between on DeviantArt, so I appreciate them for the cute little art that I'm gonna put in my documents. Because I love that kind of stuff. I'm just from that era, you know? So today we're gonna write a couple of different special episodes, and this is something I want to start at the beginning of the new year. I really want to try and aim to get like an episode out a month of these specials. Like, I want to have character, or like not character, baby. My cat is stepping all over me. Okay. Era interactions, right? I want to have the eras talking to each other, sharing their experiences, because like in Persona Project, we don't get a whole lot of that. So like we don't get a whole lot of them like being like, hey, I really liked claw machines. Do we still like that? And like Blackbird talking to the rest of them, and everybody's like, yes, we still like claw machines. But like we don't get a whole lot of that. It's just mostly every era telling their story kind of thing. So it's kind of like we're gonna be doing a little bit more of the interactions and stuff, which is cool because I like to show them all of the process, because not a lot of people do that. Nobody really shows the writing, nobody really shows the editing or the voice acting, nobody shows that side of what goes into making these episodes and things like this, like animations. So I like to show the very first step, which is writing, because it's like, I think that's my strong suit for real. And thank you guys for asking questions in the chat. If I missed them, I'm sorry. I'm definitely very out of it. Stars for Primrose. I don't think I've ever had tiramisu, and I probably won't ever because I have severe allergies that probably hinder me from having like an authentic tiramisu, but sounds really good, but would probably kill me. Oh yeah, I used to write lots of fan fictions. Mizzle, I did. Blackbird, we just started. Just trust me, we will get into it. It's a lot. I'm going to be drinking so much water. I do apologize. Who's my favorite digital circus character and why? Man, the dyslexia's hitting hard. I'll show you, because I have a squishy of him. I like Kinger. Kinger's so freaking autistic, bro. I love Kinger so much. He's so autism coded, and I've always loved older characters because they have so much depth and lore, and they have so much wisdom, and just like so much life behind them. Like, I really think older characters are underrated, and like Kinger's been my favorite since the beginning. And like ever since episode 3, I was like, oh man, I knew. So yeah. Kinger is my favorite. And this is my emotional support squishy. He gets me through some I see you. Yeah. So yeah. Ask me about my hyperfixations and I'll never shut the hell up. I was recently on a Digital Circus Dungeons and Dragons stream, and I was live chatting, and people were freaking out that I was there, and I did not know how to handle that. That was crazy. Oh, thank you.
I love how you show fan art. It's really cool. 3.
Yeah, Moonlight Edits, of course, dude. I appreciate all the cool stuff you guys make for me. It makes my day. I literally have a cycling background on my computer of like fan art. Like I love seeing it. It literally inspires me every day to keep going. Like it's really nice. So I like to share that joy. Oh goodness. Oh, happy birthday, Daisy Moon! Have a great birthday, dude! Heck yeah! Have some cake, have some presents, have some fun. Oh, but yes. Anyways, you will get me, if you get me talking about Digital Circus, we will not write it all today. So, let's lock in. So the very first one that the members voted on was we're gonna write an episode about Blackbird and Wildchild interacting and talking about birthdays, because I've had a very interesting experience with birthdays most of my life. Like when I was young, birthdays were pretty fun and alright, but I had a very difficult time socially. Obviously, with like the neglect and the abuse and autism, all coalescing in the same body that is me, I was very awkward and abnormal, to say the least, and so my birthday parties were very hard in a lot of places because it was just not social. Like, it was fun because I loved the cake, I loved decorating. Dude, I would decorate for my own birthdays. Like, I love decorating. Like, it's like, I'm realizing more and more that it is definitely a fixation for me, if not a special interest. Like, I love decoration, a lot. And I loved, like, the birthday concept, but the actual parties, I hated. I hated parties. I don't do well. So I thought it'd be a cool thing to kind of talk about. Maybe, like, Wildchild explaining, like, what she likes about birthdays, and Blackbird explaining what she likes about birthdays, and they kind of go back and forth about what they don't like and how they actually, like, can bond over this. Because obviously, as you've seen in Blackbird's era, birthdays become, like, not fun territory. Like, I get humiliated, I get publicly shamed in birthdays, and it's just, like, birthdays became a focal point of harm for me in Blackbird's era, so I thought it'd be really healing for Blackbird to, like, remember that birthdays can be good and through Wildchild. So that's kind of what this episode's going to be about. I'm really trying to embody this very sweet and wholesome kind of uplifting, like it's okay if we don't like normal birthdays, and let's make birthdays our better days. Like, so now I want to start calling, like, my birthday's my better days, like, have a better day, you know? And that any day can be a better day. It doesn't have to be my birthday, I don't have to wait for my birthday to make it better, it could be any day could be a better day. So that's kind of, like, the rough concept that I have in my brain of, I don't know whose fan art that is, but hi. It says hi Hawley, and I just looked up and I'm like, hi. It's really funny. Yeah, so we're gonna write this little kind of birthday stuff to heal the inner children. And this is gonna be the first episode of, it's just gonna be Blackbird and Wildchild interacting. Because I do have a couple of concepts where all the eras are talking, obviously, but I want to have some where, obviously you can see, like, my planning is on the screen. I want to have an episode where each of the eras interact with each other, by the end of Persona Project. If not more than one episode, I would like to have multiple. But I want these to be kind of larger videos, right? I don't want them to be like YouTube shorts, I want them to be like big, so we can really emphasize details. And I thought that was like a really cool idea to get more YouTube videos out, is to kind of just make these special episodes. So that'll be fun, right? The fan arts are gaining consciousness, oh lord. I hope not, because it's just gonna be a whole lot of Wildchilds and Blackbirds and myself just talking over each other. Oh goodness. So yes, I kind of like, when I write scripts, I tend to voice them out and try to see if it sounds natural. And I do apologize. I won't be able to do like Wild Child or Blackbird's voice nearly as well as I would like to because my throat is pretty sore. So, and my voice is gone. Like, my hair register is pretty much gone. So I'll be saying it like them, but not in their voice. And please don't ask me to do the voice, because I'm not feeling well. But I wanted to start the episode off with Wild Child, because I want to really emphasize that at the beginning of my life, birthdays were great. So it's like Wild Child's going, yay, it's my birthday today, March 4th, 3-4, my lucky numbers, because, you know, Wild Child's gonna tell you absolutely everything. Children have, like, zero filter. And everybody constantly, if I made this birthday episode and I didn't mention when my actual birthday is, that is all the comment section would be. Let's be so real right now. That the whole entire comment section would be, when is your birthday? And I'm like, okay, I gotta put it in the script or else people are gonna nag me. So we're putting it in the first 3 seconds. My birthday is March 4th, okay guys? I'm not gatekeeping my birthday, alright? Oh, good. Let's see. So, it's gonna be, yeah, my birthday is this day. Oh, thank you! Oh my god, Maddie! Oh my god!
The Digital Circus campaign is such a mood of an epic autistic idea cause I can imagine what a Dave and Bambi Masks campaign would be like. Hope you're doing well, Bessie Hawley. Here's some giant monies for the new pooter.
Oh my god, dude, thank you so much. Oh, Maddie, thank you. Oh my god. You're so sweet, dude. I hope you're doing well. Oh, no, really though. That stream was peak autism for me. Holy shit. Like, okay, this is a side tangent again. I cannot shut up about this. I went into this stream being like, no way. My fixation, the cast of my fixation is playing my fixation. Fixation Inception, alright? And I was like, oh my god. So I was sitting there watching the stream into the wee hours of night, chatting in the live chat, and people were like, holy crap, PetPyves is here? And I'm like, yeah, hello, I love this. What do you mean? Yes, I'm here. But also, why are you recognizing me? This is weird. I'm not used to this yet. And then Chicken Nugget, the animator, was also in the live chat, and I was like, oh, like, dude, all my fixations were happening at, like, the same time, and I was freaking out. Oh my god, I stayed up so late, but I was so sick that I had eventually just passed out. I was like, I can't do this anymore, but I woke up and, like, continued to finish the rest of it, because I was so excited, but yeah, it was a good time. Thank you, Maddie. And yes, new computer is happening. I'm getting that Black Friday sale, and I'm building one. It's gonna be beautiful. Oh, imagine our wobble dogs afterwards. I'm so excited. But yeah, I basically had a super fixation. It was awesome. Alright, anywho's. Back to birthdays. So yeah, I have the contrast of Child being like, yay! And then Blackbird being like, ugh, birthdays suck. You know? And Wild Child's gonna obviously be pretty confused about, like, wait, like, but we get birthday cake and presents, and we get to wear funny hats, and then Blackbird's like, you don't get it yet, because she's being edgy. And Wild Child's like, it already says that. And this is, like, kind of always my rough draft, is just, I like to see what comes out naturally, and then I'll go back and edit it later. So naturally, I'm thinking, like, genuinely, I put myself in the shoes of my inner children, and I'm like, what would they say to each other? Like, how do children interact? Like, because Blackbird's a very much like a, actually, I know everything, like, kind of girly. Like, she's just so, like, and so, I feel like Blackbird's gonna be like, you don't get it, and then Wild Child's like, everybody says that, and Blackbird's gonna be like, yeah, so this is why birthdays are terrible, blah 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 blah. Like, I feel like she's gonna go into a very long-winded thing, very negative, because I was just very much, I embodied that during that era. I was very, like, negative, black and white thinking, you know, I was full in on what all of my really abnormal family practices were. They were very much teaching me to be a very, very, very negative person, unfortunately, so I'm gonna kind of lean into that a little bit. Again, this episode is gonna start off a little bit rough, but that's kind of the point of healing. Like, if there's nothing to heal, then it's not healing, like, you know what I mean? So we have to show where the hurt is so we can put a little band-aid over it. So Blackbird says you don't get it yet. Everybody says that. I kind of also want to play into the fact that there's a little bit of resentment between Blackbird and Wildchild. Blackbird is not a fan of Wildchild because Blackbird is angry and jealous at Wildchild because Wildchild had it so good. And Blackbird is just being treated really badly and she's pissed, like rightfully. She's mad, but she's mad at the wrong person. She's mad at Wildchild, not the parents. So I'm gonna kind of... People are always like, why does Blackbird hate Wildchild? And I'm like, it's a misdirection of blame. Because Blackbird is like, wow, Wildchild gets everything. It's not fair, you know? It's a very childlike mindset. They have a very egocentric, very narrow-minded, rigid thinking. And that is exactly what Blackbird is kind of focused on. Maybe a little hyper-focused on. It's Wildchild's fault, and it's not. Why did I choose animal personas for my story? Moonbun, always been drawn to animals my entire life. I mean, you could see that in Wildchild. I talk heavily a lot about animals are like a huge part of my life. And it only made sense to me, genuinely. Like, in a world where you could make anything, like Persona Project, right? If you could make your own personas, why would you want to just be a human? Like, to me, that's just, like, common sense. Like, if I could be anything, hell yeah, I'm gonna be a bird. I want to fly. Oh, I want to be a cat, dude. I want to be a frog. Oh my god. Like, you know, like, whatever naturally came to my mind where I'm like, oh, if I could be a shapeshifter right now, what would I be? Yeah, 100%. Boom, boom, boom. Like, easy answer. It's almost like when you play, like, D&D, right? Or, like, an RPG, or even a video game where you can select different species or races, and you're like, human is an option, but it's like, oh, why would I be a human in a world where there's, like, magical beings, and, like, you could be a fish person, or you could be a lizard, or a cat, or you could be a witch, or a vampire, like, I don't know, that's just my opinion, like, I just like that. Alright, so Blackbird's gonna say, let's think. How do I want to describe my birthdays? Because every birthday in Blackbird's era was deeply humiliating for me. And so I have to consider, like, just how I want to kind of get that across, you know? Because again, when it comes to animation, it needs to be very thoughtful. Like, every line of dialogue needs to have meaning. Because you're full-blown animating it, you're lip-syncing it, it's gonna matter. So every line really needs to matter. So I have to be careful. Even if it's a long-winded ramble, it has to be meaningful. So everyone says that a lot. Let's see. Every single one of my birthdays were awful. I like doing words that I can emphasize very much like a teenager. Mariella, thank you!
We love when the infinity stones of all hyperfixations come together to create the ultimate happiness. Go get that Black Friday sale for the new computer.
Yes, dude!
Have a good stream. Heading to work.
Oh, I love your little happy face! Yay! Oh my god, have a good day at work, dude. Thank you. My cat is back. Back to cause more problems. No, not right now, baby. No thank you. No thank you. He likes to get, like, literally, like, on my microphone, so I have to block him. But thank you, Mariella. That's so sweet. Yes, I will be getting my computer very soon. I'm very excited. Oh, dude, y'all are making candy necklaces in the chat. I just ordered some beads for myself. I'm very excited. I'm gonna make so many cool necklaces. I'm gonna make like bracelet. I mostly wear bracelets. So I make a lot of bracelets. And I'm very excited about it because I want to make some for each of my eras. Show us the cat. You'll see him. He prowls around in the background and he tends to make an appearance, so I don't make him do anything. He is his own being. He is his own being and I will not force him against his will. He's pretty feisty too, so I wouldn't do that for my own safety. But yeah, I say every single one of my birthdays were awful. You know, I think I'm realizing I'm kind of struggling. So whenever I'm struggling with like a concept, I'm just gonna take my entire script, I'm gonna scoot it down a little bit. And then I'm going to kind of do something that I call a skeleton plot. Or even scene framing. When it comes to D&D, I'll do the same idea. Where I'm like, okay, let's get down my ideas. So like, let's see, my birthdays. I'm just gonna go down all the way my birthdays that I can remember. And, ignore how badly dyslexic that was. And I'm just gonna go through and try to remember what each of my birthdays were like.
Correct pronunciation, greater than, Takiti. I wanted to gift some money since I had some left over. This project really has helped me in many ways.
Oh!
Thank you so much for sharing your story, you matter. Less than 3.
Oh, thank you, dude. Takiti? Oh, it's Takiti! Okay. Thank you for telling me the pronunciation, because I always mess up everyone's name. I will remember it now. Takiti. 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 Yay! Okay, thank you so much, dude. I'm glad it helps. Genuinely, that's why I post it. I post it because it helps people. Like, if people are always like, oh, if your Persona project's so hard on you, why do you even share it? And I'm like, dude, this is why. It helps people. Like, to know that you're not alone. And I'm also sharing, like, 10, oh my god, how many years have I been in therapy? Almost 10. 8 years of therapy? Yeah, I'm sharing 8 years of therapy worth of knowledge that I have gathered, for free, because it should be free. Like, sorry, but therapy should be free. Mental health and wellness, awareness, everything that I preach in Persona Project about healing should be accessible to all. Alright? That's why I do it. So thank you. I'm glad it helps. Oh, Blue Streak, I hope you get your project done. Oh, good luck, dude. I keep doing my hearts to where you can't see them. I apologize. I don't know where the camera is. Oh. This might be one of the last streams you see me with these big glasses too, by the way. I'm getting different glasses because these are kind of a remnant of Hawley era. Not even. God. Hawley era. I've always had these big, blocky glasses. Ever since like Hawley's era. It's been a style choice. And since I'm in Robin's era, and I'm really stepping out of my comfort zone, I got some round glasses. I've got round glasses that I'm gonna be having very soon, and I'm very interested to see how that turns out, because it's very reminiscent of Parker's era, just a little bit more Parker, and I'm really excited about this, because I feel very connected to Parker right now, so all excited about that. Yeah, just little things, you know. Oh, but anyways, yes, I'm gonna go through each of my birthdays whenever I'm struggling with, like, writing. Oh my goodness. Documents? Hello? Please function. And I'm gonna try and go and just remember each of my birthdays. Obviously, I'm not gonna remember all of them. It's just not gonna happen. But whatever I can remember will be valuable. And we'll go all the way to Blackbird's era. And we will remember each of the birthdays that I possibly can to help me with the writing and get a really better idea. So yeah, we're in year 11 of Persona Project. So we had that was my SpongeBob birthday, where I got Kim Possible training bra. Humiliated. Spoilers for Persona Project, which is just my life, so spoilers for my life. It's like my favorite phrase ever. I need to make that into a t-shirt. Like, spoilers for my life is freaking hilarious, bro. What's the next era? Stars for Primrose? It's gonna be Parker. He's my teenage self. He's gonna take us through my high school years. And yes, his pronouns are he, him. I definitely was very masculine. I wanted to be a boy. I didn't really know how to express that though. But I'm honoring that now by he is a boy. So I know people are gonna get really confused when he shows up, and I know he's gonna be misgendered a lot, but it's okay. Like, I know what he is. He's 100% a boy. It's crazy. So yeah, I am... What the heck? I didn't even type out what I... Oh god, okay, there it is. And if you see spelling errors, please be kind to me. I'm dyslexic. I have really bad time spelling and typing. I have really bad motor skills when it comes to typing, and then I also have issues spelling in general, and I might put words that don't make sense in certain places. It's just part of my personal process. Yes, I had a SpongeBob birthday where I got a Kim Possible training bra and I was humiliated. When I was 3, Mom did crafts with me for the first and only time. Paper bag puppets. I remember that so vividly. It's wild. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was 3. It was 3 or 4. Let's see. What else did I get for birthday? I remember quite a few, but they're just so blurred together. I do know my first birthday because I had photo albums growing up, and people would tell me about it all the time. It was an Elmo cake that I smashed into my face. It was a red Elmo cake. It had, like, stringy little frosting on it, and little eyes, like Elmo's eyes and little nose. And there's just a picture of me in, like, a high chair with the entire red cake. Like, I'm red head to toe. Like, yay! So Wild Child had that, and I think that's awesome. I do know that much, but I don't know how my second birthday went. I don't really... There's, like, major gaps here. I do know for my 10th birthday, it was a groovy themed birthday. It was like peace signs, like, you know, 50s kind of theme. And I was really depressed on that birthday. Yeah, I had a bad birthday, because I turned double digits and I had the existential realization that I would never be a single digit ever again. And I had this very morbid kind of sadness about it. Let's see, I think... Man, I'm really blanking on my memories today. Probably not the best day to try to rack my brain of my memories, because I'm not feeling well. But I do know at some point, I think I was 5 or 6, I had a... do you guys remember? They were these popular, I don't even know. Like, brand, question mark? They were like these bobblehead cats and dogs, not little pet shops, no. I think it was like cats and dogs, like with Z's maybe. It wasn't like the DS game. I'm talking about like, they were these big-headed, like big-eyed cats and dogs, like with funny little perspectives. I think they were called like Twisted Whiskers or something, and they were kind of hideous, I'm not gonna lie to you. But I had like a, one of those themed birthdays where it was like dogs with like the big heads and like everything. So I had like cats and dogs bobblehead party. That was a big party. Because it was so cool, right? Because like Mom pulled out one of those like party magazines and was like, oh, you can pick whatever party you want, we'll get like a party kit. And I was like, oh, I want cats and dogs because I want to be a veterinarian. And so I got to pick it out from the magazine and got it shipped to our house. And at the time, shipping things to your house was the coolest thing ever because like that was new. Like we didn't have that when I was growing up. So like getting like a whole party sent to your house was crazy. It was like crazy. So Rabbit, Blackbird doesn't really have the same issue as growing up. Blackbird is like the kind of the gaslit version where she's like, I'm excited to grow up. Everybody says that, like, being a teen is amazing. Like, she just has these really high expectations of, like, I'm a teenager now, which means I'm super cool and awesome, and, like, she just doesn't actually understand what that means. She just knows that, like, oh, I can watch Nick at Night now, you know? Like, she, like, thinks that it's, like a privilege, right? Like, she thinks that she's like, oh, I'm grown up now, I'm so cool. Like, she doesn't understand that it's, like, sad. So, she kind of has, like, that kind of dawning realization when I turned 10. Like, she's like, oh, maybe this isn't as cool as I thought it was. Like, she's like, oh no. Oh. Oh no. My final brain cell. I voice all the Persona project. That's never gonna change. It's my story and my voice. That's very important to me. There's no voice actors on Persona project. It's just me. I voice it all. Believe it or not, I do. If you've ever heard the bloopers, you could hear me slowly go in and out of character. It's, yeah, I've voice acted for a long time. It's just something I do. Kyle the Red Panda, welcome to the first live you've had. I hope you have a good time, dude. How crazy is Bibber on the daily? Oh my god. Lately, he has this, it's on the floor. He has this string of beads that I got from Pride Fest that he's obsessed with. Like, he literally, like, shakes his head like a dog playing tug-of-war with these beads. Like, he's insane. My cat is so weird, y'all. I don't know what's wrong with my cat. Oh, the Wolfie animator. I was so scared of driving too. You're not alone. Trust me, Parker's gonna be, like, the GOAT when it comes to that. Yeah, honestly, yeah. So, I do know that most of my birthdays at my dad's house, we had, like, barbecues and stuff. So for just, like, a random gap, I'm just gonna say barbecue pool party at dad's. Lots of my birthday parties were just barbecues at my dad's house, genuinely, because we just had a whole entire acre. We had, like, bonfires and, swimming pool and all that good stuff. I know I had a bowling birthday party, and I think that was before the cats and dogs, so I had, like, that was, like, first grade. When was I in first grade? No, that was kindergarten. Because Mothy was at my party. Yeah, Mothy was there. Okay, I'm starting to piece it together, because Mothy signed, like, we got a bowling pin to, like, all the kids at my birthday party, like, wrote on it, and Mothy is on there. So it had to be, like, kindergarten, which I think was year 5. I put kindergarten in year 5, I'm pretty sure. So, bowling birthday party with Mothy. Yeah. I didn't really have many birthdays where I would go out and do, like, an event at a place. That was just, like, kind of the only one, I think. Until... Oh, wait. I think when I turned 12, that's a lie, I did laser tag. I had a laser tag party. Oh. Ooh. Wow. Ooh, you're watching stuff come back to me in real time. Oh no. I apologize if I look horrified. It's because I have PTSD. I'm remembering people that were there. And Buzz was there. Oh. Sometimes working on Persona Project makes me really emotional, so I'm sorry. I had a really emotional night too. So I'm sorry if I start crying sometimes. It's just a natural thing that happens when I remember stuff. I'm gonna keep it together though. Yeah. Even if it's a sweet and wholesome episode, it is still, like, digging up my past. And it's still hard. Like, it's not easy. So, this is kind of the raw stuff that goes into it. I got completely forgot that. That's crazy. Sometimes just literally laying out a list of your life helps you remember a lot. I keep closing it. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Nopa! Oh my god! That's beautiful, Dodo.
Money for Phoenix Wing XD.
Aww. Phoenix Wing. I'm so glad you guys like freaking Blackbird's stupid ass Warriors OC. Oh my god. Dude, Phoenix Wing is so peak. I have so many stories to share. Oh my god. I just want to get a little more writing done before I get into it. But Phoenix Wing, oh. I can't even really get into it because, like, my brother's character. Next time my brother's on a stream, please ask him about his character named, Moonstar. Please ask about Moonstar. Like, if you ever wondered why, Blue Jay has a little moon and a star on his shirt, it's because of his Warriors OC named Moonstar. Fun fact. Honestly, text-to-speech has its moments where it just pronounces everything so well, and I'm just so proud of it. Like, good job. Good job, text. We love you, text. Oh, Crash Zone, that's a good idea. I've definitely thought about doing a redesign video of all my old OCs just for, like, fun. Like, I would love to do that, for sure. I might even have an old, fanfiction. I don't know. I went looking through a lot of my old journals and stuff, but I think it might be lost to time, which I'm kind of bummed about, because I really wanted to read it. Because I also wrote, like, a bunch of fanfiction about Warriors, like, some of y'all caught the detail, like, I rewrote Swiftfall's story because I was sad about how it ended, and I was pissed, and I wanted to write it better. You know, stuff like that. It's kind of gone, though, and I'm really sad. Oh, goodness. But yeah, I know... that my 13th birthday was kind of the worst one. Ever. Yeah, I don't even know how to put it down without being, like, morbidly upset. Let's just say we went to Olive Garden. Cause something fucking horrible happened, like, a month before, and we were all not recovered enough to have a birthday. Let's just say that. So yeah, as you can see, I'm gonna highlight these so I know that these are blackbirds. Let's do this nice little blue here. Yeah. So that's Blackbird's era, and then Wildchild's era are these up here. I'll do those green. La la la. Okay. So, lots of pretty good memories for my birthdays with Wildchild, and then there's even the fun times I had in Blackbirds came with kind of a high cost. So, that's kind of the thing that I'm seeing visually here. Alright, so, every single one of my birthdays were awful. And now I can say, now that I've picked it apart, I could go, well, except for the laser tag party, that was, hold on, oh my god, I have to think of, like, what's, like, the most cringe thing you could say in, like, 2010? I don't want to say, okay, no, I'm gonna say it. That was awesome sauce! Blackbird! Cringe, I love her so much. That was awesome sauce. Oh my god, help me. Why did we say things like that? Awesome sauce is a word, Google. Get over it. Get with the times. Rad. Okay, that's something I would say nowadays. Poggers. No, that's way after my time. We're talking like amaze balls or like awesome sauce. Oh my god, help. Epic. Yes, epic. Oh my god, no, epic is another one I would say a lot. Like, that's epic. That was awesome sauce. I find genuinely that when I'm doing Blackbird's voice, my lisp comes out really bad. I don't know why. But there's been a couple episodes I've been putting out recently where, like, I said the line over and over again. I could not get my lisp to go away. Like, I don't know if it's just unmasking and, like, I'm just, like, actually embodying what I sounded like back then, but it's kind of crazy. Oh, and this is so random, but I found a picture of what I looked like in Blackbird's era. Hold on, I'm gonna get it for you, because I can't believe I found it. It's crazy. I have it on my board. Okay. So, when you kind of escape a bad situation, you don't really grab a lot, alright? So, I didn't even know I had this. This is a magnet. I think it was like a fridge magnet, from 2011, and this is what Blackbird used to look like. Okay, are you guys ready? This was for school picture day, so I didn't have braids, and they straightened my hair, and they made me take my glasses off. So if you ever wonder why, I don't draw myself with the glasses, is because all the pictures I had, I didn't have glasses, but this is, how I used to look. How do in Blackbird's era, I had it was a paint splatter peace sign shirt. And, I was very freckled and, like, tan, and, like, had this little blush going, like, Blackbird was so adorable. Dude, oh my god. The straight hair kills me, though, like, oh my god. So yeah, I found a picture of her. I was fucking sobbing when I found this. Like, you don't understand. Like, I didn't know I had any pictures of Blackbird at all. But now I have pictures from each era. I have one picture of Wild Child, one picture of Blackbird, and I have a lot more pictures of Parker and then all the other eras. But this is so precious to me. Like, I can't even believe I have it. Like, I just bawled. So yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, it's the little things, man. I know, I look at her too and I go, oh, this poor thing. Like, it's crazy. I was like a kid once. It's weird, you know? It's like, whoa. It's like a good reality to have, I guess, sometimes. I'm very glad I found it too, yeah. So yeah. Blackbird's gonna say, every single one of my birthdays were awful. Well, except for the laser tag party. That was awesome sauce. And then I'll have Wild Child kind of chime in, echoing back. Because neurodivergent communication is very much like, oh, I did something similar, let me show you how I relate. So that's what Wild Child is gonna be doing by saying, oh, laser tag party. And then she's gonna go, oh! Remember when we had that bowling birthday party? Because we're the same person, so I like to have them have that, they share memories, and I think that that's really important to decipher that, like, these are representations of me. They're not my alters, because if they were my alters, they wouldn't have, like, shared memories. Big distinction, just so everybody's aware. So I like to show the fact that, like, yes, we are all the same person, and we all have our memories intact, and we all have the same memories. I think instead of remember, I'm gonna say, oh, like when we had that birthday, bowling birthday party. God, if I'm already struggling to say that, I might need to. And I've been saying party a lot, I'm just gonna say party a lot. And I like to try find different words so I'm not saying the same words over and over again. This will be a full animated video, Stars on the Floor. The shorts, are just kind of, I'm reserving those for, like, my main story, I guess, my, like, life start to finish. I'm not trying to interrupt it with, like, random episodes, so these will be, like, full YouTube videos, which would be cool. Okay, so yeah, that was awesome sauce. Oh, like we had that bowling birthday party. Maybe I'll change it to like when we went bowling. Oh, like when we went bowling. That one time. With my bestest friend, Mothy. Before she moved away. ... Again, I like to reference the, like, episodes, you know? I like to reference little things, so everybody who has seen the full scope of it could be like, oh yeah, like, you know. Cause, like, my life is, like, I'm laying it out very long. It feels very long, but enough at the same time, it feels very short. It feels just, like, very short to me. Like, it's just like yesterday. Yeah, Mike Mothy was there. Oh, like we went bowling that one time with my bestest friend Mothy before she moved away. And then I think I'll have Blackbird kind of snap back to that, that resentment. And have her be like, I've always had... I don't know if that's the right word. You always had the best... Maybe I'll say, like... Ugh, you always get everything you want. Something just really mean, because she's just so mean. Maybe you always... Oh god, I'm so dyslexic. Okay, hold on. You always had... the coolest parties. Kinda jealous, cause again, like we didn't go out much, we very much kept our birthday parties and stuff inside of my own house with my own family and like very close friends, cause like I almost feel like that's a part of my trauma story, is the isolation and the fact that my family wouldn't let outsiders in. Every time I brought home a new friend, they were immediately shunned or seen as inferior, or something was wrong, quote, with them, and they weren't allowed. And only certain people were, for whatever reason, and it made it really hard for me to, like, have a life. Like, I couldn't have people over. So that's why I never really had public birthday parties. I guess they just didn't want people to actually see what was going on. At least that's my guess. I just have to guess. I'll never know. Oh, like we went bowling that one time. My bestest friend Mothy, before she moved away. You always had the coolest parties. Nowadays, like, referring to her, like, her era. Nowadays, you know. Nowadays. All I get is humiliated at mine. You know, kind of taking a stab at, like, very that ecocentric, like, oh, my life is so bad, you know, because she's very negative. Very jealous of Wild Child. can't spell humiliated even if I wanted to. There we go. Yeah. You always make the coolest parties. Nowadays, all I get is humiliated at mine. And I think I'll do the very wild child thing of just, why? Like, that's a rough question, child. And like, can't just ask somebody like why they're being traumatized, but like, a child doesn't know any better. I'll have like Blackbird do like a very me thing as a kid. I was a very awkward little preteen, and sometimes when I would get embarrassed, I would just like shut my eyes and say whatever I was saying, like really like I don't know how to explain it, but like instead of being like, "Ugh, good question," I'd be like, "Oh, good question," like I'm cringing at myself. I don't know how to explain it. So she's just gonna like shut her little eyes, put her little fists, and be like, "Ah, good question." And then I'll have her start tearing into Wild Child a little bit. Why are mom and dad so nice to you, but so mean to me? And Mal, okay, honestly, I'm glad that you think my voices are doing okay, because to me, I'm like super out of my range. Like I can feel that my voice is like deep and like not right yet. And I have videos to record, and I've been like putting it off because I'm like, oh my god, I've been sick. So yeah. Yeah, good question. Why are mom and dad so nice to you but so mean to me? And I think I'll have Wild Child be very brutally honest and like correct her and be like, mommy isn't nice to me. Because it's true. Mom was never nice to me. But I think Blackbird's getting a little caught up in the blame game and realizing that, oh, wait, yeah. Because you can see that throughout, like, these past 2 years of Blackbird's era. You can see the progression of Blackbird being like, I can't forget what mom's done to me. She says that in the custody episode, like, literally, like, she's realizing it slowly.
Oh, you're a curious one, Mrs. Greenchild. Frog emoji.
Frog emoji. Maddie! I love it. It's in the Christmas spirit too. I love that. That's so cute. You're a curious one, Mrs. Greenchild. That's awesome. Oh god. Dude, it's good to see you, Nate, by the way. Hi, Nate. I'm so happy to see you, dude. I hope you're doing well. Oh, goodness. I'm so glad you guys like my streams. Hello, Hot Dog. Good to see you, too. It's nice to see you back once again. And Ken for Game, you're drawing me with Kangaroo. Let's freaking go. I hope to see it next stream. If you submit it, I'd love to see it. That'd be awesome. Whoa, we're breaking the stream with the donos. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Just dropping in for a sec, little extra for pewter.
Thank you. Just call me Austin for the dono. I will definitely be getting it. Thank you guys. Yes, thank you. I'm gonna definitely, I'll show it off when I get it. It's gonna be really cool. Again, like I'm gonna be able to have a lot more ability to do things on my channel, which I very much appreciate. Oh, Nate, look at you. Fancy. Okay. Slay. Takeo crab? That's a good question. That is like probably the most burning question people have about the most recent episode. I have not read Wings of Fire. I wasn't a dragon kid. That was gatekept by one of my best friends growing up. My best friend growing up, what do I call her in Blackbird's? Bluebird. Bluebird was the dragon kid. And I was not allowed to be the dragon kid. That's why I was the cat kid. So I still have to get over that hurdle of, like, being allowed to like dragons, but I still kind of, like, it's a hard thing. I have to, like, reclaim it kind of deal, so that's why I don't read Wings of Fire, and that's why I'm a Warriors kid. I've always been a cat person, though. I mean, yeah. Yeah, so, we have, why are mom and dad so nice to you, but so mean to me? Mommy wasn't nice to me, or mommy isn't nice to me. And I think Blackbird's gonna stumble a little bit and be like, well, you had friends at least. I don't anymore. Which is her own doing, by the way. Like, Blackbird made the active decision to isolate because it was safer and just easier that way. And, like, I do that to this day. I struggle bad with isolation, like, genuinely. And, like, it's kind of a interesting thing, because this is, like, mirroring what my mother would do, right? It's very much the, I didn't do anything wrong, like, even though it was her own fault that she was isolating, she still was playing the victim card over it, which is just something I learned and picked up from my mother, who has, NPD, just so everybody's aware, and that's a narcissistic personality disorder, and it's very much like a deflection, which is something that was just very common in my house, and I definitely had picked up traits from that, that I obviously shed when I was older, but when I was younger, this is what was modeled to me, and so, it's the very much like, well, I can't be wrong! You had friends, I don't! So, yeah. Why are mom and dad so nice to you but so mean to me? Mommy isn't nice to me. Well, you had friends at least. I don't anymore. And I'll think I'll just have Wild Child again and be like, why? Like, just very innocently asking, why? 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 Because that's what Wild Child does. Pancakes, what's the hardest era? Blackbird. Blackbird. I'm struggling real bad. It's not fun. It's not a good time. I'm probably gonna struggle just as bad in Hawley's era. Be prepared. It's gonna be rough. Haley's era is really rough too. It is not easy from this point on. Mizzle, I was not a theater kid. I wanted to be, but I could not get to extracurricular stuff. I couldn't attend, like, rehearsals or anything like that, or go to actual shows. Like, I wasn't allowed to be a theater kid because I just... nobody participated in my life enough to take me to events. Winter the Wolf, it's so good to see you, dude. I loved your fan art, by the way, you did of Parker. That was amazing. Your little Animal Jam Parker, that made me so happy. Thank you for that. I really loved seeing that. Yeah. Electronic toys that I grew up with, like, for real friends. Oh, dude. My brother was a big for reals friends, person, but, the electronic toys that I had were, like, lava lamps and glitter lamps, and I had like, star projectors, and, like, I have a little stuffed animal in my bed that glows, like, you push a button and, like, he lights up. I very much am, like, I like to stim with lights, so I have a lot of glowy, like, rainbow lights kind of deal. Where a lot of my electronics were just, like, disco balls, stuff like that. Very much visual stimming for me. Oh god. Yeah, so we have, you have friends at least. I don't anymore. Why? Blackbird's gonna be like, kind of in a corner now. Because Blackbird's gonna answer, because she's so actually, and Watchwatch is gonna keep doing this loop. Like, this is just, like, the perfect storm for, like, my inner selves of just being, like... Blackbird cannot not answer something, and Wildchild cannot not ask a question, so now they're, like, doing this back and forth. All I get is humiliated at mine. Why? Good question. Why are mom and dad so nice to you but so mean to me? Mommy isn't nice to me. Well, you have friends at least. I don't anymore. Why? Because! That's it. Because! Oh goodness. Rose Gray, 7 months, dude. Congrats, that's awesome. Oh, I love your little comfort crab icon. That's great. What did you miss? Not much. We're just writing about an interaction between Blackbird and Wildchild, talking about birthdays. So I think Wildchild is just gonna very point blank change the entire subject because children can't possibly stay on one subject. The question was answered, so she's not gonna press. She's gonna okay, okay, whatever. I think I'll talk about my favorite birthday, with Wildchild, which probably was that damn cat and dog bobblehead thing. Oh goodness. Meow cat forever, your kid's trying to eat your sandwich. Oh, my alley cats outside had kittens. We have a little shelter for them. We take care of some alley cats and they had kittens and I love seeing them. I just want to hold them so bad. It's like, they're feral, so I can't, but oh man, kitten is my beloved. Because and Wildchild's just gonna be like my favorite birthday. Like, this is the most Wildchild thing ever. Just not reading the room at all. Like, Blackbird's clearly like, oh, birthdays are really sucky, and Wildchild's like, my favorite birthday's blah blah blah. Like, girl, read the room. Read the room. No, she can't. No. Completely unmasked. My favorite birthday was my bobblehead cat and dog party. I'm trying to remember, we might have rented a bouncy house or something. That happened a lot to my brother. My brother, I'm just gonna note right now, Evan, if you ever watch this, you had way better birthdays than me, you brat. Frick you had way better birthdays than me. My brother, we went to the Nick Hotel for my brother's birthday once. We had water slide parties for my brother. I remember that. Like, he got water slide parties. He got a 3DS on his birthday before I ever got a 3DS. I never even got a 3DS, by the way. They never even gave me one. My brother got one, though. But to be fair, I got an iPad, and he didn't. So, there was that. But he got it. I remember on his birthday, though, when he got that 3DS, I was so jealous. I was like, this is so unfair. He not only got a water slide, he was also, my brother was very popular as a kid. He had lots of friends. Like, he always had, like, 1 million people at his birthday party. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's just, like, completely different lives. Like, I just want to really emphasize the fact that, like, we have very different lives, even though we lived in the same house and had the same parents. Like, it's very much important to understand that, like, just because we're siblings doesn't mean we're the same person or live the same life. Like, siblings can grow up in the same household and have completely different experiences. And so, yeah, my brother had a lot of really cool birthdays. Like, pretty much consistently, my brother had rad birthdays. Like, a lot. Only at Parker's era did my birthdays really get awesome, because I start going to, like, traveling and stuff for my birthday. It's just, yeah, so. Well, yeah, I have the right to roast my brother, okay? He gets everything. He's the youngest. Like, he's a he's a brat. So. My favorite birthday was my bobblehead cat and dog party. I had a Dalmatian cake. And what else happened to that birthday? I just can't remember if I had a water slide or not. I don't remember that. I know it was out on the back porch. And I know I decorated for it, and I was, like, very excited about the decorations and everything, because we ordered it from the magazine. But I don't think there was any events, per se. I think we just had cake and presents, and that was it. Like, it wasn't very much a big party or anything. I had a Dalmatian cake, and got to order my party kit from a magazine. You know, Wild Child explains things like it's the most magical thing ever, and it's actually just like the most mundane. Because you know, like kids just think things are so cool when it's just like so mundane, right? Like, I had a Dalmatian cake and got to order my birthday party kit from a magazine. I loved decorating. You know, because kids also speak in like kind of absolutes. So whenever I'm writing Wild Child, I very much try to embody that. Like, my favorite thing. I had this. I love this. Like, it's very much like a very simple statements. Because I really try to emphasize the fact that, like, she's 8. My favorite birthday was this. I had a cake. I got to do this. I loved this. It's just very much like that skill wasn't there yet. Yes, this is a special episode, y'all. For those who are just joining. Oh, thank you! I'm Rabbit, thank you!
Comfort crab cold money upon ye. Also, can we make our Kinger and Jack's plushies dance around together /J?
Okay. Alright, you hold up yours to your camera. Yay! I don't have a plushie, I just have a squishy. Yay! There we go. Rabbit. Thank you for the comfort crab buddy. God bless. I mean, comfort crab bless. There is no God. Not an on-bright side. It's funny. Oh, goodness. It's funny seeing you writing and also voice acting. That's just how I do it. I can't write something without voicing it because it just doesn't sound right. Yeah, so we have the I loved decorating. And then I'm gonna have Blackbird kind of be like, you decorated for your own birthday? Kind of like, lame. You decorate for your own birthday? What a weirdo. Blackbird's so mean to her, but Wancho doesn't know that it's mean because Wancho cannot read tones, man. Like, it's not happening. So, it's like, you decorated for your own birthday? And Wancho's gonna be like, yeah! It's the best part! Duh! I think Blackbird, I'm just gonna have her, like, kinda, like, kinda to the side. Kinda like this emoji. But, like, blushing. Sometimes in my scripts I'll genuinely put, like, stupid little emotes just so I know, like, what little thing to, like, put where it's like, like, she's, like, pouting, like, yeah, I do like decorating, but I'm not gonna say that. Okay. So, I'm gonna read this over real quick. I intend for these episodes to be just a slightly longer than a short, like I want them to be like at least 3 minutes would be like the happy middle ground, but 2 minutes would be alright. So let's read through it. Yay! It's my birthday today, March 4th. 3-4, my lucky numbers. Ugh, birthdays suck. Why? We get cake and presents and get to wear funny hats. You don't get it yet. Everyone says that a lot. Every single one of my birthdays were awful. Well, except for the laser tag party. That was awesome sauce. Oh, like when we went bowling that one time with my bestest friend Mothi before she moved away. You always have the coolest parties. Nowadays, all I get is humiliated at mine. Why? Good question. Why are mom and dad so nice to you but so mean to me? Mommy isn't nice to me. Well, you had friends at least. I don't anymore. Why? Because my favorite birthday was So funny, I love that transition. My favorite birthday was Bobblehead Cat and Dog Party. I had a Dalmatian cake and got to order my party kit from a magazine. I love decorating. You decorated for your own birthday? Yeah, it's the best part. Okay, so that's kind of the setup, right? We have the setup. this is all about the birthdays. Now I want to talk about the title, the better days. Like, I want to talk about turning the bad birthdays into good birthdays. I think I'm gonna have Wild Child kind of like saddle up to Blackbird and be like, since you had so many bad birthdays, why don't you just have a better day? Duh. You know, Wild Child just be out here spewing genius shit into the world and just like, you know, childlike wisdom. Oh, yes. For those of you who are dipping in and out of stream, no worries, guys. Have a good day. Since you had so many bad birthdays, why don't you just have a better day? Ooh, that got spaced out weird. Let's see. A better day. I'm gonna have Blackbird be like, oh, what? Oh, wow, that got really, really dyslexic. Hold on. Oh, thank you.
Oniai. Hey Hawley. Hope you're having a good day. Oniai means hello in Ojibwe, by the way. Dog emoji.
Cool, hot dog. Yo. Yeah, thank you. I hope you're having a good day too. Thanks for the dono, dude. That's awesome. That's so awesome. I'm sorry that the text-to-speech probably butchered that. Text is doing it, their best, okay? We're text, you're doing your best, sweetie. But thank you, hot dog. That's so lit. Alright, why don't you just have a better day? A what? And then watch, I was just gonna very matter-of-fact be like, a better day! Have a better birthday. Day. Have a- yeah. Like, the amount of saying day is silly to her. Like, a better day. Have a better birthday. Day. Have a better birthday. And I think Blackbird's gonna take this as, like, as an insult at first. You can't see the script. Oops, sorry. It's because I haven't zoomed really, really, really far in. So that way you guys can actually read what I'm doing.
Wild Child has infinite wisdom.
Yes, little Jamie, welcome back to the stream. Thanks for the dono, dude. Heck yeah. She really does. Wild Child knows where it's at, I'm telling you. Have a better day. A better birthday. Gee. What an idea. As if I can control our stupid bad luck. You know, again, she's so pessimistic. Like, this kid is, like, pessimistic as hell. Like, I was so down, you know? I was just so down on myself. Gee, what an idea, as if I could control her stupid bad luck. You don't gotta do that. Just have a better... Hold on. I'm trying to explain how a Wild Child would explain this in, like, the most childlike way. Let's see. You don't gotta do that. Just... not celebrate. That's a really big word for Wild Child.
If that better day isn't better, then you can have a better day day. And if that day isn't better, then you can have a better day day day. Better day 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 day. Day. Woo.
Not the ooh woo! So if that day isn't better, you can have a better you can have a better day day. And if that day isn't better, you can have a better day day day. Better day day. Better day day day. My brain is breaking, bro. Tyler, thank you for the dono. That's awesome. That would be a beautiful line if I could deliver it at all as Wild Child. You don't gotta do that. Just... Okay. You don't gotta do that. If you have a bad day, make it better another day. Kind of like, I don't know how to explain that concept, but it's something that I have practiced a lot in like my healing journey, is that when I have a bad day, I genuinely just let it be a bad day. Like I'm like, okay, today sucks. Holy shit. Alright, whatever. Today sucks. It's not gonna get better. I don't try to force it to be better, because every time I have found that if I have a bad day, and I try to make it a better day, and I fail, it makes me feel worse, because it's like, why did I even try? You know, it doesn't personally is not helpful to me to try to, like, force good into a bad day. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna accept that I had some tough times today, and it is a temporary thing, and bad times pass. But it is important to not really, like, dissociate, and it's important to acknowledge that, yeah, it's a bad day. I'm not gonna try to make it better. I'm not gonna try to make it worse. I'm just gonna let it exist. It's just gonna be a bad day. And I will have a better day another time. Like, doesn't have to be like the very next day, but I just know that there will be a better day on the horizon. And it's that kind of like hope, right? So I think that's what I'm trying to get a point across here, but in like the most Wild Child verbiage. If you have a bad day, make it better another day. Bad days are... Oh, you know what? I think I would love to quote Animal Crossing. Bad days are just days that are bad. Maybe I'll have them bond over that for a second. Because Blackbird loves Animal Crossing. I'll have her be like, gasp. Like, Katrina from Animal Crossing. She says bad days are just days that are bad. Like, they bond over their fixations because, like, they're both children and they both play games and they both play with toys, and like that's something that like none of the other eras do. So like I really want to emphasize that when these two interact, they have like a whole other layer of like bonding because of that. Like they have like a connection because of that, and I love that very much. Okay, I'm gonna go back and fix my spelling errors. Wow, don't even ask me what happened when I tried to say says. Oh my goodness, what why is there so many D's? Help! There we go. I think it's Katrina. I'm pretty sure that's the NPC that like does the fortune telling and stuff. But she has a quote that says bad days are just days that are bad. Yeah. Bad days are just bad days. Even if they happen on birthdays. Yes! Look how wholesome and sweet! Oh. Yes! They're healing! They're healing! They need this, chat. They need this. Bad days are just bad days are just bad days. Even if they happen on birthdays. Or birthdays. Probably I'll end up pronouncing it as well, child, anyways. Okay, let's see. I like to see the second half of the script here. Since you had so many bad birthdays, why don't you just have a better day? A what? A better day. Have a better birthday. Day. Gee, what an idea. As if I can control our stupid bad luck. You don't gotta do that. If you have a bad day, make it better another day. Like Katrina from Animal Crossing. She says bad days are just days that are bad. Yeah, bad days are just bad days, even if they happen on birthdays. Huh. think Blackbird's like, huh. Wild child is wise. Rock wisdom. Because I also really like to emphasize that you could still learn things from your past selves. Like, there's still ways that your past selves can help all parts of you. I think that's why having the whole concept of an inner child is really important, because it really lets you connect to a very distant part of yourself that is still you. Because your past is very important. Colfer, I use Google Docs to write, and I use the pageless mode. You basically go into, like, format, and you turn it into pageless, so there's, like, these awesome little drop-downs. And I decorate all my stuff using, little blinkies and little things from, like, sites like DeviantArt. Cause that's fun. Wild child X emoji. Wild child checkmark emoji. Not human, that's awesome. Yeah, so I like this a lot so far, because now they're bonding. Badges are just bad, even if they happen on birthdays. Huh. I think I'll have Wild Child ask Blackbird. What's one bad birthday that you wanna make a better day? I think that's a good starting point to kind of lead into the next thing of talking about healing the really bad birthday I had. No, now I gotta choose! Oh god, what's the worst of the two birthdays? Gotta scroll up and look at them. For Blackbird. It's either the Kim Possible, like, training bra one or the Olive Garden one. Oh, shoot. Okay. Maybe you all can help me, you're here. Obviously the SpongeBob birthday, where I got the training bra, that's a whole episode of Persona Project. But I'm not making an episode about what happened at Olive Garden. Do you think I should reference the Kim Possible training bra incident in this special? Or do you think I should mention a birthday that isn't going to be featured in Persona Project? Like, what would you be more curious about? Like, what would you want to be... Like, what should I include? Because I'm down for either, but I'd like to get some input since I am writing with an audience, and that would be quite helpful. Because I don't have plans on talking about any of the birthdays that are kind of here. Like, literally the only one was the training bra one. Because they're just not super significant or anything. Oh yeah, so you guys want to see the stuff that isn't really going to be featured in, like, the main series. Okay. Cool. Then we will focus on that, because that is I think that's a really, important one, because I did get a lot of healing done with the training bra episode by having Blackbird be like, Pokeballs! Like, that was funny as hell. That was so fun. Oh, that made me laugh so hard. It was good. So yeah, I think I will work a little bit on the Olive Garden one. It's gonna be a little bit harder, but I will, fair warning, like, it is... I'll give you the premise of why it was so hard. I'm gonna put myself into, like, a pretzel, because my legs are falling asleep. Oh. So, when I turned 13, a month after I turned 13, my stepdad passed away. Or a month before I turned 13, my stepdad passed away, Jim. And so, that February was the worst time of my life. Probably ever. And, my birthday is very early in March, so it was fresh, just on all of our minds that Jim wasn't going to be there. And I explicitly asked to not have a party. I didn't want to have a party. Because I was torn up. Because I didn't want to have one without him. So, we just kind of settled on having a nice dinner with my Mimi, and we just went out to eat. And I remember being sad because the Olive Garden people came out and sang happy birthday to me, and all I could think about was that Jim should have been the one singing happy birthday to me, not strangers at a restaurant. And it's just like that big heaping glob of grief. And so how to concisely explain that in like under like 2 lines? Sometimes that gets really hard with Persona Project because I really have to narrow down my details to keep it nice and concise for the lovely shorts attention span that nobody has. Oh my god. Lately, by the way, my videos have been about like 1:30, just because I really need that extra leg room when it comes to the story. I'm able to get a lot more into it instead of making multiple episodes about the same thing. I could just put it all into the same thing. And lately the engagement has been really bad because the videos have just been longer than a minute, and I'm just a little sad about the dystopian state of our society that we can't even make it through 1:15 of a full-blown animation, but you know. But besides all of that, yeah, it's a pretty rough story. Yeah, it's important though, so let's see. What's one bad birthday you'd want to make a better day? My 13th birthday. I'll have her tell a story. My 13th birthday. It was a month after Jim passed away. I don't think she would say passed away, unfortunately. I very much was brutal in my verbiage. I would just say died. It was a month after Jim died. I didn't want a party. Not without him. So we went out to eat. The restaurant staff sang me happy birthday, and it made me really sad. I'll probably explain the whole strangers thing. Yeah. Yeah, lately I've been getting a lot of kind of heart-wrenching comments, of people saying, "Oh, Jim was such a good man. I hope you still talk to him. I hope you're in contact with him," you know, like, a lot of people just don't even realize that he's just, like, by the end of this era, Jim's gone. And that sucks. Like, it sucks that I get comments where people are like, "I still hope you talk to him, I hope he's still there for you," and I'm like, God, I wish. My life would be so different. I think about it every day. I miss him a lot, but there's nothing I can do about that. Except try to pick up the pieces and return to my wild child wisdom. It's kind of all I've got left, so it's hard. I knew this episode was gonna be hard. Like, all of them are hard. It's special for a reason, because it's special to me. Oh, good thing I just got new tissues. I was finally getting over the part of the cold where my nose was not running so bad, but I apologize. I'm trying very hard not to, like, sob. Yeah. Okay. So yes, I didn't want a party, not without him, so we went out to eat. The restaurant staff sang me happy birthday, and it made me really sad. Having strangers sing to me instead of my stepdad. It hurt. Centede. That's not how you spell it instead. Good try, brain. You really did try. Woah! Thank you for the sub. Yippee! Trying to keep it up spirits here. That's the thing though. Just so you know, there is no end to grief. You can grieve forever. Like, it's a thing.
I miss Jim, and I haven't even met him.
Oh, Tyler, dude, same, man. Jim would have adored all of you. I would have had him on streams. You don't even know. That man would be all over everything. Like, I would have had him, like, guessing, like, the name of all of my 12 characters, all, like, the 100 of them, and just be, like, just doing really fun, silly stuff with me. Like, he would have been a huge part of everything that I do. He always was. Kinger will look after us now. Amen, dude. Amen. Oh, Rose Gray, that's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. Shooting stars, that's a beautiful analogy. Thank you for that. And yeah, thank you guys for the support. It's okay. I will be okay. I made it this far and I'm doing fine. It's just, yeah. It's a soft sore spot for me. So yeah. It made me really sad having strangers sing to me instead of my stepdad. It hurt. I think I'll have Wild Child up a moment of understanding, because Wild Child doesn't have all of the knowledge of the eras beyond her, right? As the eras grow, they kind of get each other's memories sort of deal, except not forwards, like they can't see into the future kind of thing. So that's why, like, the first episode of Blackbird, when Blackbird's like, Mama Cat ran away, and Wild Child's like, what? Because Wild Child doesn't know, like, anything beyond her era. That's something we just have to, like, teach her and talk to her about. And so, like, Wild Child doesn't know that Jim died. So this is some news to her. So I think I'll just have her kind of quietly be like, oh. And get really sad. Kind of really laying on thick just how hard it's gonna be to make that a better day. Because I want Wild Child to have the empathy of Blackbird, of understanding the weight of just how intense it really is, and just how it's not that easy. Unless you thought it was.
Question mark.
Question mark. Mel? Question marks? I don't know why it's question marks. But question marks, I guess. You didn't even say two of them. Text-to-speech, you're slacking. Alright, so. You sent 2 hearts? And it, what? It didn't. It's never done that before. It's always been like blue heart emojis. Like, what? Like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean question mark? Okay, I accept your 2 hearts. Thank you. I know what you mean now. Like, what the heck? Text speech. That was wild. But yeah, I just want Wild Child to understand that this is why Blackbird is so pessimistic, right? Like, this was really hard. And then I'll just have like a beat. Which I like to do when there's just like a little like pause, maybe some music. Whenever I get the music, I'll have like I'll try to align it to where the instrumentals kind of do like a little here. Usually like some thematic kind of thing. If any of the entities were with them, it would be like maybe Figment starts raining or something. But none of the entities are here. So I'm gonna have Wild Child just be like, this might change her answer. Let's see, if I was 8 years old, how would I react to being told that? Probably denial. I think about the stages of grief a lot, because each of my eras represent a stage of grief. And Wild Child isn't a stage of grief. She's kind of the joy before the grief, the reason why the grief exists at all. You can't grieve what you don't know. And so she's the know. She is the knowing, she is the loving, the golden good everything part of my life that I grieve deeply. Because it's all I had and I should have had more kind of thing. And so like, usually when it comes to the stages of grief, you could do it in any kind of way, there's no wrong way, but commonly denial is typically first. So I think in a very childlike way, I think I'd be in a lot of denial. Like, if this had happened any sooner in my life, I would have just been like, okay, when are we gonna see him again? You know, like, not understanding of what that means entirely. Like, Wild Child obviously has, like, existential issue, like, with death, and, like, has, like, a very much a deep fear of death. So, I think that this is, like, a pretty terrifying thing for her to understand. I think I'll just have her very childlike be like, I'm sad now. That's the only thing I could think I would say as a kid. Because I don't think that she would have the verbiage to express, like, the deep empathy of, like, oh, I'm really scared of dying and somebody I know has died. They went through the scariest thing I can think of. Like, you know, there's so much going through your head when you get kind of news like that. So I think she's just gonna be like, I'm sad now. Blackbird is like, yeah. I think I'll just have her be like, I'm always sad. Wild Child. Depression, you know, we're just gonna... That's just part of it. Maybe I'll have the Trickster have a little jingle here. Trickster jingles. Just to represent the depression side. Because there is genuinely a stage of grief that is depression. Parker represents that a lot more than Blackbird, but towards the end of Blackbird's era, obviously in year 13, shit goes down, and the depression kicks in very badly. So Parker is depressed throughout. Very much so. But it very much begins with Blackbird, and whenever I do eras in these specials, I age them at the very end of their era, so they have all of their memories and everything that's already happened, right? So Wild Child is currently like 8 in this, and Blackbird is 13. So yeah, we'll have the Trickster do a little jingle, just to say yes, depression, without saying I'm depressed, like, because showing is storytelling. Telling, sure, but showing is what makes Persona Project sing, in my opinion. Is that I'm not having Blackbird look at the camera and be like, yeah, because I'm depressed. Like, no, like, I have, like, a whole entity that represents that, who shrinks and grows and has all of these nuances and complexities, and, like, that is what really makes it unique. So, I'm always sad, Wild Child. And I have Wild Child be like, aw. Not always. Very matter of fact, because they're both like that. Gosh, sorry. The cold sometimes comes out. When I've been talking a lot. I start choking. Nuh-uh, not always. I guess. Then I'll have Wild Child say, what if we pretend? Because I'm trying to think of how Wild Child would deal with this, and it'd be very maladaptive, it'd be very dissociative, it'd be very imaginative, right? Because, like, that's how I cope with everything, is fantasy. What if we pretend Jim was there? Right? Process through some of the grief, right? Would that make it a better day? And then I'll have Blackbird be like, oh yeah! Except, oh, you know what? No. Let's go more teenager on that. Let's lean more teenager, like, totes. Or totally. I think I'll say it totally. Any day with Jim was a better day. Which is sweet and true. Cause like, I'm thinking about it from Wild Child's perspective of like, let's play pretend. Whenever I'm sad, I play pretend. Which is just like a self-soothing mechanism that I've had like my entire life. Why did it correct that? What if we pretend? Good Lord have mercy. Man, Docs thinks it's really smart. Spoilers, it's not. But yeah. I very much liked to cope with like, oh, you like my keyboard typing sounds? Thanks. It's a typewriter keyboard. I like to pretend that I'm in an old castle while it rains with my coffee and type away on my typewriter. I don't even like coffee. With my water. I don't know. That sounds lame, right? Like, it doesn't sound cozy at all. Whatever. Alright, so. Yeah. What if we pretend when Jim was there? Would that make it a better day? Totally. Any day with Jim was a better day. And then I'll have Vlad be like, I think Jim would. Oh, I know what Jim would do and I hate it! I think Jim would fart really loud. And embarrass mommy. I don't know why or how Jim could do that, but like Jim straight up had the superpower. That man could fart so loud on cue. Like he had like, I don't know why. Like it was just like the grossest thing ever. Like he just. I think Jim would fart real loud and embarrass mommy. Yeah. Or trick me with a whoopee cushion. Cause that happened a lot too. His favorite thing was whoopee cushions. And fake poop! Oh my god! Jim would go to the stupid like dollar store and get those like fake poops and like put them on the floor. And then like and then when my mom would be like, we know this is fake, he'd be like, oh sorry. That's my bad. And we'd be like, what? Like, oh my god, he's so silly, dude. He was such a goofball, man. Yeah, I think Jim would fart really loud and embarrass mommy. Yeah, or trick me with a whoopee cushion. Honestly, Jim would never let us go to Olive Garden. He'd make us an authentic Italian meal at home. Ooh, like his fettuccine alfredo. My favorite. Yeah, he made the best fettuccine alfredo, and I got the recipe! And I can still make it, and I still make it to this day. Thank you, Jim. Oh, yes. How often would Jim do fart jokes? Too many! Just human. Oh my god. Half of his vocabulary was fart. I swear to god. Just... Did you ever use farting as your alarm clock? No, thank god! Oh my god. Dude, that would have been terrible. No. He never did that. Thank god. Yeah, honestly, Jim would never let us go to Olive Garden. He'd make us an authentic Italian meal at home. Like his fettuccine alfredo, my favorite. I'm gonna have my child very cutely be like, what's a feta cheaty? Not knowing what fettuccine is at all. And I know I spelled that completely wrong. Just bear with me. Yeah, Honestly, Jim would never listen to Olive Garden. He'd make us an authentic Italian meal at home. Oh, like his fettuccine alfredo, my favorite. What's a fettuccine? Why can't I talk? Help. Okay, there we go. What's a fettuccine? Why does it say W? Please add the C. Come on now. There we go. Oh, the little mints, Meow Cat Forever. If you want to buy those, by the way, they're just called Andes candies. You can just get them at the store, like a whole bag of them if you really like them. They're like the little thin chocolate mints. Yeah, Andes candies. A-N-D-E-S. Andes candies. I used to get them too, because I really liked them. My Mimi had them at her house all the time. Like, that was like a candy dish she would have. She would have the Andes candies just like at her house. And I remember being like, we're at Olive Garden! Would Jim ever sneak attack us with hugs? Rory Star, we were not very touchy. Like, my whole family wasn't very, like, physical contact. And I feel like Jim had that kind of awkward barrier of, like, he was my stepdad, but he didn't want to, like, cross any boundaries, so he never really, like, gave us hugs, except for, like, holidays, right? Like, with Christmas we would hug, and, like, Thanksgiving, you know, special occasions we would hug, but we never really got to, like, hug all that much. We would like hold hands just at theme parks and stuff, but like that was like the most physical contact, so like he never did that kind of stuff with us. My dad was very much like the sneak attack hugger. My dad was very much the physical affection guy. My birth father, anyway. Let's just clarify which dad, because I have two with Jim. If saying the happy birthday song, did he twist it up? No, he would just sing really dramatically. And in weird voices every single time. Like, it's very obnoxious. Oh god. Alright, what's fettuccine? Pasta? Question marks? Get with the program, WC. Like, duh! And then I'll have WC be like, what program?! The autism do be tisming. Forget it, like, kind of giggling, like, they're laughing now, they're having a good time. We moved past it, we healed that little part of ourselves by pretending Jim was at our birthday. You know, for being a snotty baby, you did make that birthday better. I think that's sweet. You know, for being a snotty baby, you did make that birthday better. That broth day? Did I really say broth day instead of birthday? New holiday just dropped, guys! Let's go! New holiday just dropped! Get ready to celebrate broth day! Where everybody has soup all day. That's the only meal you're allowed to have. Happy broth day. Jesus Christ. I love my spelling errors. Oh my god. Broth day. Honestly, that sounds delicious. Now I might make some soup today. Oh, I'm gonna make it my broth day. Happy broth day, guys. I'm gonna make some broth. That sounds so lovely. Alright, so... You know, for being a snotty baby, you did make that birthday better. And then WC's gonna hop up. Happy Better Day, Blackbird. Hugs. Because I was a kid, I just wanted physical attention all the time, but I never got it, so Wild Child's just gonna be like, I'm gonna hug you. If I could spell that right. Happy Better Day, Blackbird. And Blackbird's just gonna be like, fine, like, ugh, fine, happy Better Day. I'll do the little this emoji again. This little blush, annoyed face. Happy better day, wild child. Yeah. We'll do happy better day, wild child, and then I'll have her say thank you. And then I'll have wild child be like hee hee hee, and that'll be the end. I think that's sweet, right? Alright, so let's review the whole script. And when I do this, I'm gonna get my phone so I can time myself reading it and see just kind of how long it is and see if it meets the parameters that I'm hoping to achieve with this. Because I never know how long it's gonna be. I just write until I feel like it's done and then I see how long it is and then we trim it down. Alright, so let's get a stopwatch. Alright, so this is gonna be called Happy Better Day. And we just wrote this together. Let's see how long it's gonna be if I read it all out. I'm not gonna attempt to do the high voices, but I will try to at least sound like them. Here we go. Yay! It's my birthday today! March 4th, 3-4, my lucky numbers. Ugh, birthdays suck! Why? We get cake and presents and get to wear funny hats. You don't get it yet. Everyone says that a lot. Every single one of my birthdays were awful. Well, except for the laser tag party. That was awesome sauce. Oh, like when we went bowling that one time. With my bestest friend Mothy. Before she moved away. You always had the coolest parties. Nowadays, all I get is humiliated at mine. Why? Good question. Why are mom and dad so nice to you, but so mean to me? Mommy isn't nice to me. Well, you had friends at least. I don't anymore. Why? Because! My favorite birthday was the bobblehead cat and dog party. I had a Dalmatian cake and got to order my party kit from a magazine. I love decorating. You decorated for your own birthday? Yeah, it's the best part. Since you have so many bad birthdays, why don't you just have a better day? A what? A better day. Have a better birthday day. Gee, what an idea. As if I couldn't control our stupid bad luck. You don't gotta do that. If you have a bad day, make it a better day another day. Like Katrina from Animal Crossing! She says bad days are just days that are bad. Yeah, bad days are just bad days, even if they happen on birthdays. Huh. What's one bad birthday you want to make a better day? My 13th birthday. It was a month after Jim died. I didn't want a party, not without him. So I went out to eat. Restaurants sang to me, happy birthday, and it made me really sad, having strangers sing to me, instead of my stepdad. It hurt. Oh. I'm sad now. I'm always sad, wild child. Not always. I guess. What if we pretend Jim was there? Would that make it a better day? Totally. Any day with Jim was a better day. I think Jim would fart really loud and embarrass mommy. Yeah, or trick me with a whoopee cushion. Honestly, Jim would never let us go to Olive Garden. He'd make us an authentic Italian meal at home. Like his Italian fettuccine alfredo, my favorite. What's a fettuccine? Pasta? Get with the program, WC. What program? Forget it. You know, for being a snotty baby, you did make that birthday better. Happy better day, Blackbird. Happy better day, wild child. Thank you. Hee. And it's just about 3 minutes. Perfect! It's 2 minutes, 54 seconds took me to read that. That's without sound effects, music, all of that. But that's perfect. That's exactly where I want it. So I really don't have to edit very much except for maybe some words that are very similar. Like I noticed this time I read it through, I noticed, Wild Child says, everyone says that, and then the next sentence also starts with every. So there's 2 everys back to back. Everyone says that. Every single one of my birthdays. Yeah, that's too much everys. So I'm gonna say, the adults always say that instead, like changing the line. So spoilers for my life. Yes, Jim is dead. I'm so sorry, guys. I in the description it does say spoilers ahead. Just so you're fully aware. If you come to a writing stream, I'm likely going to be spoiling things because we're writing stuff that hasn't come out yet. The adults always say that. So now it's just about kind of going back through and editing to make things not the same words, right? Because you don't want too much of the same like stuff over and over and over again. Even though these are children talking back and forth, at least to make it a little more cohesive for an audience to listen to, I at least try to keep it like that. Like, that's still something a child would say. The adults would say that, you know? And then every single one of my birthdays, you know? The repetition part is part of the comedy when it comes to Watch Out saying, why? Like, that's intentional, but when it comes to, like, things like that, that was a little, like, sloppy as far as writing goes. But this is a rough draft, so... And I try to pay attention to words like just and like, because you can do a lot of different things with those words. And so I try to see, like, oh, when did I use like? Oh, like when we did this. Which makes sense why I said the word like there. Because sometimes you'll put it in as like a... in between different words that don't need to be there. It's kind of like where you say or so it's about using the words when you're actually supposed to. But in this case, with Blackbeard being a preteen, throwing in some little extra like is very teenager-like. So it's just one of those things where you have to kind of note, like, obviously the term birthday, better day, day, all of that's going to be thrown around a lot, and that makes sense why they're being used, and it's just... yeah. I know. This is just my writing process. I go through and see how many times did I say yeah? Like, is it too many yeahs? Like, I have Watch Out say yeah here already. And that's just... yeah, see, there's another yeah. There's, like, lots of yeah! But there's only 3. But we can always change it to be, like, true! You know. Just flavoring it up just a little differently, just sprinkling in just a couple different things. And that's just kind of how I edit my scripts, so that way it's just, not too samey. Because again, I'm gonna be animating this fully, and it's gonna have lip syncing and everything, and nothing drives me more insane than if I don't polish a script enough, because then I'm doing something repetitive, and repetition makes me really angry. It upsets the evil autism inside of me. Like, the evil autism will escape if there's too much repetition, and I'm like... So, I try to keep things nice and not too repetitive, unless there's an intention with the repetition. But yeah, that's just exactly how I would write a script, from start to finish, and you can see where I had a concept, you can see where I had some planning, and now we turn it into this really, really sweet special of kind of unpacking the worst of our birthdays and making them better days, and, like, I think that this is a really soul-healing experience. And I'm glad I got to do it on stream. Even if I cried, even if some tears were shed, I think that's really important to share, that, like, this whole project is very emotional. And it's very physical. And I cry a lot. I cry a lot. It just happens, when you talk about your past, and your past is very hard. So... this is kind of the process. I will give you a little tiny peek-see into some of the other episodes we were gonna write. We don't have that time for that today, but they are episodes that will be coming out later. So there was... we're gonna write an episode about Robin and Parker talking about gender, and the concept is really funny. It's just, Robin, so, you're a boy? Parker, I guess. And, like, sometimes I'll just be in, like, the middle of my day, and I'll be like, I'll think of something like that, where I'm like, Robin just looking at Parker being like, you're a guy? I guess. And I'm like, that's hilarious! That's just so funny! Like, And I'll write down interactions that like naturally just like come to me while I'm like thinking of memories or like just thinking about how they would interact at all. And so I have that. I have an episode about Haley and Hawley that's kind of intense. It's talking about being the glue that holds our family together. And it's just kind of like, I imagine like this scene was very much like if Hawley was there when Haley moved away from Florida and went no contact with my family, like how Hawley would react. And like it's obviously very visceral and intense, and it's very much like accusatory, and it's just, I think it's a really interesting conversation because it's between like a very mentally ill, very gaslit, very unaware version of myself with like the actualized, like informed, like version of myself. And it's like between Hawley and Haley being like talking about going no contact and like why Hawley thinks it's the worst thing on earth and that why Haley thinks it's the best thing on earth. So it's like the friction between my eras. So not every episode is gonna be wholesome. There's gonna be some that are really intense. Because I think it's really important to understand that like I as a person have conflicting internal monologues sometimes of like there are parts of my life where I'm like, I don't even know why I did that. I'm not even the same person. Like we're about to get into that. The next episode I'm gonna upload for Persona Project is about how I was a bully in school. And it's like, whoa, I was a bully in school! Like, me! Like, what? It's just like, there's like a huge disconnect sometimes, so to bring it back, I kind of like, try to hear them out, right? I try to hear Blackbird out and go, okay, why were you a bully? Tell me. Tell me everything. Like, explain yourself, right now. And yeah, so that's kind of what these are going to be about, these little specials, and I'm just going to try, my goal is to get one out a month at the start of the new year. I would love to do one of these a month, just to have some, like, really interesting interactions happen for them. So that'll be a goal of mine. We'll see if I can achieve it. It is a lot of animation, unfortunately, so that's probably a little ambitious of me, to think that I can do shorts and a full-blown 3-minute animation every month, but we'll see. Before I head off for the day, I'll let you guys do any last-minute Q&A if there's any questions that you have. Camry, you asked about the app I use. It's just Google Docs. I just use Google Docs, very basic. That way it's backed up online, I can use it on my phone, I can share it if I need collaboration, you know. Ease of access. But I use the pageless format because it's really fun and you can have drop downs and stuff. It's freaking amazing. Today I have a couple of really fun things for you guys. YouTube members, right after the stream, I'm going to be making a post for you guys. My YouTube members are getting early access to my new merchandise store. My new merchandise store is going to be opening next Sunday, the 23rd, so mark your calendars, that's coming very soon. There is a link to it already in the description, it'll just take you to a coming soon page, and only the members will get the special password to gain access to the store. So, yes, that is where it's going to be. I'm using a lovely platform called Fourth Wall, which is cool, it's my first time using that. So all of the members are going to get early access to the store. They're going to be the ones kind of testing it out, seeing all the bugs and helping me kind of polish it so that way when it goes public it's nice and ready for everybody. I'm selling cool shirts like the one I'm wearing right now. Cringe is cool. But I also have stuff for like Persona Project. My very first Blackbird merch is going up on there. That'll be available next week. So far there's only 2 designs for her, but they're really cool. They're really cool. And so that's really exciting. So yeah, members, look out for that post with the password and the link to the shop And feel free to check that out. Thank you for being a member. Thank you for supporting me. You're the reason why the shop even exists. It's awesome. So we're just starting out with t-shirts. It's just going to be a t-shirt shop for a little bit until I get more familiar with the platform. Then we'll expand to other products like stickers and buttons and hoodies and lots of other things. I want to do a 12 calendar. Like, there's a lot of cool stuff I want to do. So it's just going to be a gradual thing that I'm going to kind of update here and there. It'll be very fun. It's going to be a little bit of a rocky start because it's new, but once we get past the hurdle, it'll be really fun. Outside of that, I have a fun animation coming out tomorrow for you guys. And it is Wobble Dogs related. I have animated an intro for our Wobble Dogs series. Yeah, I'm that serious about our damn Wobble Dogs. I love them, okay? Wobble Dogs is gonna have an animated intro featuring all of our favorite characters from the series, and I'm giddy. Very giddy about this. It's a 30-second animation, but it's really cool, and that'll be coming out. Members, you'll get access to that today as well, so it's a good day to be a member. Members always get early access to my videos. And just to clarify even further, one of the most common comments I've been getting lately is, they'll see that my shorts say members first, and they freak out and think that they have to pay for it. You don't. I'm never gonna make anybody pay for my main content. The only thing that I have behind paid content is just bonus content. Nothing that you need that's critical. Okay? Currently I only have one members only video. Like, I really don't do it that often. It's members first. First, not only, not members only, members first. So that means they get early access. They get to see the shorts one day before everyone else. It'll still be released for free the very next day. You just have to wait. Okay? Just so you know. I wouldn't do that to people. But yeah, we have an animation coming out. That'll be really cool. And then we're back on Persona Project. We have about one more week of episodes, and then year 11's done. So, 2 weeks. 2 weeks, 2 more weeks of episodes, and then the next compilation, which have the funniest bloopers by far. I sing an entire song in it. It's it's crazy. I went crazy on the bloopers, so I think you guys will really like the year 11 compilation. Even though year 11 was really hard, I think the bloopers are hysterical, and I think it'll make up for it. So... Oh, what's my favorite song, Medtaker? Right now, it is Not the First by Parentheses. It's my anthem right now. I'm also really obsessed with a band called Gold Space. I listen to a lot of very niche and indie artists. Gold Space is awesome. I really like a whole bunch of their songs. Butter, Heavy Hitter, God, I'm like, can't even remember like half of their songs right now. I'm totally blanking. But Parentheses is my favorite band right now, but Gold Space is also up there. Good question. What eras do I consider gremlins? All of them. I am a gremlin. Through and through. No matter what era I'm in, I look at what I'm wearing! I'm a goblin! I'm a goblin! Look, okay. Proof of gremlin. I will show you what's on my desk currently. I have a dinosaur. This is my very first little dinosaur. He is squishy. I got him at a museum. He's very fancy. I have a lovely mini light bright that I decorate for every season. So right now it is fall leaves. This is my little fall leaves light bright. Ta-da! Again, I stim with lights. I really like lights. I have my very beloved little bee. This is my little bee me baby. This is my bee me baby, okay? I got him from McDonald's when I was like, I don't know, a child. This thing is like really old. If I read the tag, I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's 1999, okay? I got this when I was 1 year old. This is my bee. I've had it most of my life. And then I recently found a ladybug. From 1995. This is older than me. So this is a really old beanie baby, and she's very precious and sweet. Look at these little eyes. So these are my little friends that sit on my desk with me. more goblin crap I have. I have the comfort crab. This is the comfort crab. This is the plushie that I based comfort crab off of in Brightside. All hail comfort crab, all hail comfort crab. Yeah. Yeah, and then of course I have my squishy of the Amazing Digital Circus, Kinger, my favorite character. And that's just on my desk, and you can see I have trinkets behind me galore. I am a goblin. Blackbird has a symbol for masking. Absolutely, Sophia. She wears a mask. Like a superhero mask. Like, she's the most masked out of all of us. She's masked for sure. Are there other creators that inspire you? Oh, yes, of course. Obviously, I really love indie animation. Pretty much any and all indie animation that you could find a trailer for, I'm watching too. Like, I very much keep up with my fellow YouTube indie animators. They very much inspire me. I can't even name them all in one hand if I even wanted to. Like, oh my goodness. I couldn't even try, man. But I also really love Webtoons creators as well. Very much love supporting them. Ghost Pink, I have been uploading 2 per week instead of 3 because they have been very intense and my mental health has been bad. So I'm trying not to rush it. Usually I do 3. But this past few weeks with the intensity of the episodes, it has been like 2. Because that's about all I can do without, like, completely losing my marbles. But we're gonna try and catch up. I'm like 1 episode behind all my uploads, which isn't bad. 1 episode, that's nothing. So we'll get there. Just trust. The next few episodes are freaking hilarious. After this next one, the next one's kind of sad. Obviously, I'm talking about something I'm like really, really remorseful for, and it's not a good time. But afterwards, there's some really fun episodes. So yeah, usually it's 3. But give or take, depending on the intensity, I obviously don't want to put myself through hell for the sake of uploading. It's not necessary, so. Did I ever have Sonic the Hedgehog fixation? No, I didn't. I'm sorry. I never got it. I was never on that. I was such a Nintendo kid. I was like, I can't like Sega. So, yeah. Unfortunately, no. No Sonic. I really probably would have been obsessed, but yeah. Oh my god, Bailey, if you have a Beanie Baby platypus that speaks Spanish, that's awesome! I love that! Oh my god, give them a little pat on the head for me. Oh. It's really cool that I have stuff from my childhood. Right, Mr. Mustache? It's actually a blessing. I can't believe I still have stuff from my childhood. Like, I have Elmo on my bed. I sleep with Elmo every night still. Like, it brings me so much comfort. Oh, even though he's so ugly. Oh, goodness. Oh, but yeah, that's kind of the updates for the week. This will be our stream for today. I really appreciate you all coming out and hanging. So yes, animation coming out after this for members. Members will also be getting a link to my upcoming store. They get early access, they get a secret password to get into the store. And then next week, next Sunday, we'll be streaming again. We'll be doing something different. My YouTube members get to vote on that as well. And we'll be having the store go public for everybody next Sunday, so get excited. That's really cool. Cool things are happening. We have more Persona Project on the way. 1 heavy episode, and then some really downright silly ones. Just bonkers hilarious. Just middle school stories, so stay tuned. I know you guys have been really enjoying the Warriors ones, and I've been really, really loving your comments, so thank you guys for being so supportive. It's been so wonderful. You guys have been great. Thank you for the donos today, thank you for the fan art today, thank you for all the wonderful questions and the engagement. I always love having you. You guys are always amazing, and I recognize most of you in the chat 99% of the time. Like, you keep coming back, and I love to see it, and I don't forget you, so thank you for that. I'm gonna rest my voice. I'm gonna rest up. You know, I've been fighting being sick this past week on top of everything. So it's time for a rest, and then we'll be back with more content. So excited for that, and I will see you next time. Yes, yes. Thank you guys so very much. Gosh, it's been a great stream. I was like feeling really, really bad at the start, but I'm feeling so much better. So I guess talking about better days, Wild Child really has an effect. Like, she really did make it a better day, so that's awesome. Okay, may you all have better days, alright? Bye-bye.